This is the mini album we've been working on. We've covered the front, I've punched holes in that now. I've also done a back cover and punched holes in that too. We're now going to look a little bit more detail at the pages inside. This is a hybrid page, which means it's some digital scrapbooking and some traditional scrapbooking. Here I've made a 6x6 page using digital scrapbooking with the photograph, a background paper and the title and the date here. I've then printed it out and embellished it with ribbons and buttons here. I've also got a back side, and the little story to this is that I did this one first, noticed that my holes, if I punched on this side, would actually go through my title. So I printed it out again, and rather than waste the original one, I put it on the back and I've created a pocket. And here I've printed out a little bit more of the digital scrapbooking background paper to make a tag that goes inside, and I'll journal on that when I'm ready. Here is just a general normal 6x8 page. This didn't have any photographs, I just wanted to do this one quickly. It's an ideal place to put it in the Random Mini album. That's blank at the moment. I may well do another 6x8 page and put that back to back. Here I've got an ordinary 6x4 photograph. This is an ordinary photograph that you would get from your normal photo processing shop. I've just used it as is, so raw effectively, embellished it a little bit. I've journaled straight on to the photograph using a special photo pen which you can get anywhere, and on the back I've used an ink pad, a couple of ink pads, just to create a bit of interest here, and then I've added a piece of journaling on scrapbooking paper. This is a tag. This is a die cut tag from the same collection, basic grey collection, as the front page, sorry, the front cover, which you may recognise. I've added a few ribbons here, and that is ready for me to add something to when I'm ready. I just put it in here because I like the idea of it. I like the random nature of these sizes altogether. Here we have a piece of acetate. You can see the light shining off it. This is from a 12x12 piece which I have cut a 6x8 piece from. I've then put on the side here is a piece of, again, an offcut from the front cover, from covering the front cover, and I've put it on back to back to create a nice border so that you don't catch yourself, because this acetate can be quite sharp on the corners. So I've added that. I've just put a little bit of inking around just to give it a bit of interest, and for that to show up, because it's got white, I've added this piece of dark scrapbooking paper just to show that up, and I may embellish that at some point. This is a normal standard post-it note, and this is to show you that as you're making your album, it's just a general place to put ideas and things and come back to it any time when you're feeling you need to do something that isn't constrained by certain rules and regulations. So I've just left myself a note here to remind myself to make a particular bit of journaling, which I'm going to do. So I've just stuck that in there for the moment. Let me just take that off, because this is interesting. This I've been photocopying. Can you see what that is? You may not show up on the camera here, but that's actually a photograph, sorry, a scan, a photocopy of a towel. This is a towel. I asked my daughter if she wondered what it was, and she said, oh, it looks like the carpet, and it does actually, but it is actually a towel. I've just put that on my 3-in-1 scanner printer and pressed the colour photocopy button, and hey presto, I've got my own scrapbooking background paper, and I will use that at some other point, but it's a really good talking point. Thinking, oh, it's a very touchy-feely. Here I have a tag that I've made, and it's just a traditional tag, a bit of matting and layering, and these stamp frames, by the way, are available free as a free download off my website at simplyscrapbookingnow.com, and I've just literally done a traditional tag. These will open, and this tag goes in there, so, and the 3 go in, and there's another page, which is brilliant. And if you're going to keep adding to this, you just keep adding and adding. These are the rings at the moment. These are 1-inch rings. This is a 2-inch ring, so when I get more pages and these are a bit full, I'll go up to a 2-inch ring. So this is random and it's expandable, and it's great if you just want to have a quick go at something. It's a great place to put things. So do have a go at making a random album. It's what I call an open album. It just is something that you add to as and when you feel like it, and it's a great way to get your mojo going as well if you've lost that. So do have a go at a random mini album.